All right, so it's time to check your review on quotes from yesterday. You should already have it completed in pencil, so you need a checking pen. All right, yours looks like this. I retyped mine so that I would have room to do things. So number one, first of all, let's review our steps. Step one is you're going to put quotes around the word spoken. Two down on the ground. 3, figure out what to capitalize. All right, so look out, he yelled across the room. What part was actually spoken? Look out. And I apologize if you hear my husband talking smack to my son. They're playing like an NBA game or something on the Xbox, and he's in there like chanting something at him. So if you can hear him, my house is obnoxious, so I apologize. Anyway, he yelled, look out. Number 2 down on the ground. Well, he yelled, so we need an exclamation point with what he yelled. Was it look out? He yelled across the room. Or look out. He yelled across the room. It always goes with the part that is yelled. Capitalization. Well, of course, you have to capitalize the beginning of the sentence. Capitalize the L and look out. That is a sentence. Now, this one's tricky because he yelled across the room seems like a sentence. However, it is not a sentence here. It is just finishing our complete sentence here. Look out, he yelled across the room. It is the dialogue tag, okay? So you do not need to capitalize the he. Put a period at the end and you are finished. Number 2, why didn't you buy the shirt? Asked her mother. What was spoken? Why didn't you buy the shirt? 2 down on the ground. We know she's asking it, so we need a question mark. Which part is the question? Why didn't you buy the shirt? Or asked her mother. She is asking, why didn't you buy the shirt? This is a statement telling us that she asked it. What needs to be capitalized? Well, of course, the very beginning of the sentence, and it's actually the beginning of both sentences. Asked her mother is just our dialogue tag telling us what was asked, so it does not need to be capitalized. Number 3, I didn't have enough money for the shirt, said Mary. What was said? Picture Mary walking in. What did she say out loud? I didn't have enough money for the shirt. So the lips start here. I didn't have enough money for the shirt. They stop there. 2 down on the ground. Well, she said it, so it's going to be a comma as a substitute for our first period, and then a period at the very end. What do we capitalize? You always capitalize the pronoun I, plus it's the beginning of both sentences. Do we capitalize the S in said Mary? No, that is just the beginning of our dialogue tag. We do need to capitalize Mary because that is her name and she is important. So fix anything that you missed there. All right, next one, number 4. He yelled across the room, look out. What was spoken? Did he walk in and go, across the room, look out? No. He yelled, look out. That's what he actually said out loud. 2 down on the ground. He yelled, so we need an exclamation point somewhere. What part was yelled? Is it, he yelled across the room, look out. Or he yelled across the room, look out. Put the exclamation point with the part that's yelled. Comma is the other one down on the ground. What do we capitalize? Beginning of our sentence. And then, because this is the spoken sentence, the dialogue gets capitalized too. Look out. Number 5, her mother asked, why didn't you buy the shirt? What are the words spoken? She came in and actually said out loud, why didn't you buy the shirt? 2 down on the ground, she asked, well, which part is the question? Why didn't you buy the shirt is the question. Comma is the other one down on the ground. What do we capitalize? Capitalize the H in her. Capitalize the W in Y. Because the sentence that was spoken is, why didn't you buy the shirt? So you always capitalize the beginning of the sentence that was spoken if it is the complete part that was spoken. All right. Now, you need to get a piece of paper and you need to write down Of Making Excuses by George Washington Carver. So again, I'll repeat that. Of Making Excuses by George Washington Carver. Put it all together. Turn it in with your packet. All right, number 6. Mary said, I didn't have enough money for the shirt. All right, what was said? She walked in the room and said, or she replied to her mother, I didn't have enough money for the shirt. 2 down on the ground, it's a statement. So we need a comma to separate the dialogue tag from the dialogue. And then a period at the end. Make sure punctuation, then quotes. Punctuation, then quotes. Punctuation, then quotes. P, Q, P, Q. Check it all the way throughout. P, Q, P, Q, P, Q, P, Q. All right, now what do we capitalize? Mary is the beginning of the sentence and it's her name. And then we have a spoken sentence. I didn't have enough money for the shirt. You have to capitalize the beginning of that sentence as well. Plus it is the pronoun I. All right. So number 7. These are a little bit tricky. You don't usually see multiple choice for quotes. I mean, it's kind of weird. But we have our sentence stem. Martha stated we have a lot of laundry to do today. A lot of times in the olden days when we had to do the writing SOL, they would say, that should be written. And you had to figure out which way it should be written. So, okay, so to do this, we used to teach the kids that if you saw should be written, the strategy was to notice the differences. We would tell them to circle the differences or highlight the differences. Basically, you're looking to see what's different between your choices to figure out which one is correct. All right, so if you look at your choices and you just kind of go down the line like this, you can almost, my little screen thing would probably help me here. All right, what's the first thing that you see that's different? Well, this one has quotes. Those do not, okay? So I'm going to highlight that difference. And basically, I need to look at where should my quotes be, just like we did in step 1 when we're adding our quotes. What part was said out loud? Was it all of this? Martha stated we have a lot of laundry to do today. What did she say? She said we have a lot of laundry to do today. So these 3 all have the same part in quotes. This one is incorrect because she didn't walk in and say Martha stated. So I'm going to slash that and look at our next difference. What is the next thing that you notice that is different in your choices? Well, this one has a comma here. This one has a comma here, and these 2 both have commas there. Which one can we get rid of? Well, we know with our punctuation in our quotes, it's supposed to be PQ, like in the alphabet, A, B, C, D, F, G, P, Q. Okay, so the other punctuation should come before the quotes. So which one can we get rid of? We can get rid of B because it has the quotes before the punctuation. All right, now let's look. All we're left with is C and D. So I'm going to dash those. Let's look and see again what is different. Well, the next difference is the W. So we need to ask ourselves, should the W be capitalized? Well, is that a sentence? Yes, it is. It is her spoken sentence. We have a lot of laundry to do today. So it should be capitalized, which means we can get rid of C, our correct answer. Ooh, wow, sorry. That big old circle. Correct answer is D. All right, very good. All right, same strategy for number 8. Okay, it's multiple choice, so you're going to see what's different. Process of elimination. Get rid of the ones you know are wrong. So let's look at it. There is a double rainbow in the sky, exclaimed Tori. Another thing you could do is just like we did with the other ones, go ahead and edit it here and see which one matches yours. Okay, go through your steps. Step 1, what was said out loud? Well, she said There's a double rainbow in the sky. Step 2, 2 down on the ground. Which part was exclaimed? And then number 2 down on the ground is the period after Tori. Step 3, capitalization. We have to capitalize the beginning. Do not have to capitalize the E in exclaimed because that's just your dialogue tag. Do have to capitalize Tori. So you could do that and kind of look to see which one matches. Okay. Or like we said before, highlight your differences. Picture that screen that I had before. Okay, we've got, that's not different. That's all the same. The capital letters are the same. There is a double, let's see where the first difference is. There is a double rainbow in the, everything is the same. Oh, there you go. There's something different. All right, so we have a comma, comma, exclamation point, nothing. Okay, you can also look at your quotes here. Quotes, quotes, quotes. What part was said out loud? There's a double rainbow in the sky, exclaimed Tori. Well, which one can we get rid of? We can get rid of D because Tori did not walk into the room and go, there's a double rainbow in the sky, exclaimed Tori. Unless she's really weird. And so then we have these left. We have comma, comma, exclamation point. Which one should it be? Well, exclaimed means that she yelled it. So we would not use periods. We can automatically get rid of A and B. The correct answer is C. This thing is so weird. And look at it. It matches exactly what we did up here when we used our steps. So we know we're right. That's it. So you do need to complete the back of this if you have time right now, or finish it for homework and make sure you have it tomorrow. Good job.